It's amazing.
Bruh.
There we go. That's perfect.
Oh yeah. High quality.
We need one of those clickbait thumbnails where it's just us in a fight.
Home
Wait,
Alone
no,
face.
can everyone just...
Just amazing.
Good evening and welcome to our devotion tonight. Tonight, Landon and Matthew are going to bring you Genesis chapter 10 and 11.
The Table of Nations. This is the account of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, Noah's sons who themselves had sons after the flood. The Japhethites. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tyrus. The sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, Raphath, and Todermah. The sons of Javan, Elisha, Tarshish, the Hittites, and the Rodanites. From these, the maritime people spread out into their territories by their clans within their nations, each with its own language. The Hamites. The sons of Ham, Cush, Egypt, Put, and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Ramah, and Sabteka. The sons of Ramah, Sheba, and Dedan. Cush was the father of Nimrod, who became a mighty warrior on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord, and this is what is said. Like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord. The first centers of his kingdom were Babylon, Uruk, Akkad, and Calneh. And Shinar, from the land he went to Assyria, where he built Nineveh, Reboth, Kala, and Rezin, which is between Nineveh and Kala, which is the great city. Egypt was the father of the Ludites, Anamites, Lehabites, Naphtuhites, Pharusites, Casluhites, from whom the Philistines came, and Caphtorites. Canaan was the father of Sidon, his firstborn, and of the Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites, Girgashites, Hivites, Arkites, Sinites, Arvadites, Zemarites, and Hamathites. Later, the Canaanite clans scattered, and the borders of Canaan reached from Sidon toward Gerar as far as Gaza, and then toward Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim, as far as Lasha. These are the sons of Ham by their clans and languages and their territories and nations. The Semites. Sons were also born to Shem, whose older brother was Japheth. Shem was the ancestor of all the sons of Eber. The sons of Shem, Elam, Ashur, Aphrotad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram, Uz, Hul, Gether, and Meshech. Aphrotad was the father of Shelah, and Shelah the father of Eber. The sons were born to Eber, and one was named Peleg, because in his time the earth was divided. His brother was named Joktan. Joktan was the father of Almodad, Shelef, Hazarmaveth, Jerah, Hadaram, Uzal, Dikla, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were sons of Joktan. The region where they lived stretched from Mesha towards Sephir in the eastern hill country. These are the sons of Shem by their clans and languages and their territories and nations. And these are the clans of Noah's sons, according to their lines of descent within their nations. From these the nation spread, and over the earth after the flood.
Genesis 11, 1-9 is about the Tower of Babel. So, the Babylonians, they just had this new invention called the brick.
Wow!
Okay, and so they were like, okay, we have this new thing. We're going to make a name for ourselves, and we're going to build a tower to the heavens. And so they started building it. And God looked down on to earth, and he saw that man was trying to get to God, and God took that as being corrupt in like the way that man thought that they could be with God, like they were good enough for him. So whenever God found out, he decided that he's going to change he's going to change the common language. So the next day they woke up and all the language was mixed up, all like different languages. People had no clue what others were saying. So like they decided to find their like group who they could actually understand, and they went and spread around the world with that group. That's all I got.
Probably just knowing where we all came from, like knowing that from the 5 or 6 people that were on the ark, there's 7 billion people on the earth now, that we all came from those descendants of those people. Knowing that we came from there, just, it's like, it's important to know where we came from, and that we came from those descendants, and that we are related to them, and they're related to everyone else that we know. I think it's really cool knowing that I came from somebody, so one of those people in there, could be my cousin or my grandpa, or just, someone that I know I'm related to from there. And, other people I know, like, I know that my grandpa is related to one of them too, and that's how we're all, it's important for me to know where I came from, and that's what our family's big about. So we all did DNA tests, we all know where we're from. I know what bloodlines I'm from. I know people that I've never even met before that are related to me. So it's important for me to know where I came from.
It's like man's attempt to be equal with God, and we're not supposed to be equal because he's on a whole nother point than us. But we're supposed to be with him spiritually because he is our creator. That they woke up the next day and like chaos was around, that they couldn't understand each other, and it was like just chaotic for the time. But whenever they found their people, they just spread out and they just left everything behind. Like, they didn't try to fix the Tower of Babel and keep on going. They just all left. Not try to be equal with God. Know that he's like above us. He's our creator, but still have that relationship with him. So then we could like prosper from him.
Yeah, I definitely think it's important to know where we came from, and who we're related to, and where our bloodlines run from, and and from that, all those people that they're talking about might have been the people that were at Babel too, and the next day they could have woke up and it was them that had no idea what their family members next to them were saying, because they were speaking, I I think it's cool that they were speaking Hebrew one day maybe, or English, and the next day some people are speaking French and German and Latin and Spanish and all these other languages that we can learn, and knowing that, well, the Bible tells you where those languages came from. It's not, someone made this up. One person made up the languages, and we have evolved them since then. And I think it's important to know that that's how they were created. It's also important to know where we came from. It's important to know that we're not supposed to be on the same level of God, because we are imperfect. We are sinners. But it's also important to know that you're supposed to be with him, and to know that he is with you at all points in times, and that you need, you should be on a mental level with him. You should feel him within you and working with you, working for you to help you out with the day-to-day lives.
I hope you guys enjoyed the devotion. What I really got from this is that God does not want us physically thinking that we're on the same level that he's at. He wants us with him. He does. He wants us to have an intimate relationship with him. However, he doesn't walk with us physically next to us. In the Garden of Eden, he walked with Adam and Eve. And in the end, after all this is over, he is going to walk with us and live amongst us. But right now, we are in between. And we can build that intimate relationship with him, but we can't physically be right next to him. So we have something to look forward to. We have something that we can't really fathom, but it is out there and it is waiting for us. It is just waiting for the right time. I hope you guys have a great week. I love you guys. I'll see you next week.
Someone say Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Dope.
So say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Say hola.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Good.
I said stop.